A very good Monday morning to everyone out there. Meteorologist Landon Hampton with you this morning, bringing you the weather update to get your work week started. And we got some dense fog out there early this morning, but that's going to be burning off to spring-like conditions. Lots and lots of sunshine with very, very warm temperatures. Going to be looking at the opportunity at some rain chances both Tuesday and Thursday as well, but our focus is going to be on Friday with the possibility of a couple of strong to severe storms rolling through here as well. Overlooking our white squirrel weather cam atop Western Kentucky University, you can see the layer of thick fog hanging out near the surface. Again, this isn't widespread, but definitely across the region this morning, there are some patchy areas where visibility is extremely low. Speaking of dense fog, the National Weather Service in Louisville has a dense fog advisory in place through 8 a.m. this morning. That includes Warren County, Butler, Edmonson, and Barron County in our viewing area. So again, we're going to be underneath that till around 8 o'clock this morning, before that starts to burn off and opens up to lots and lots of sunshine. Current temperatures out there early this morning, it's a chilly start for us. Two Kentucky Mesonet sites in Warren County reading 39 and 43. Butler County's in the upper 30s. We're looking at the low 40s for Logan County, up into the mid 40s down to our south in both Simpson and Allen County. Looking at the surface setup, really not a whole lot to talk about. We've got an area of low pressure across the northern part of the plains. It's going to be peeling off to the north and east. But we have this weak area of high pressure located just to our north and east. And with light clockwise flow taking place, we're going to keep those winds out of the south and east today. Combine that with those rays of sunshine and bam, you get the equation that we need for those very, very warm temperatures. Taking a look at the surface over the upcoming days, really not a whole lot to talk about. We're going to be having a weak cold front come through here as we work into our Tuesday. That's going to be bringing us some scattered light rain showers along with it. But as you can tell, not really a whole lot going on. Going to keep some light rain chances around as we get into our Thursday. But you can see here as we get into our Thursday, this area of low pressure develop across the Central Plains. This is what is going to be help set the stage for the possibility of some strong thunderstorms as we work into the latter part of our Friday. But as we get into our Friday night, you can see this area of low pressure begins to pull off to the north and east. And as that does so, that's going to be pulling a very stout cold front west to east across our region along with it. Again, we can't nail down exact details at this time, but the timing of greatest concern looks to be Friday afternoon and into our Friday evening. Then the low pressure works off well to our north and east. We can take a look at the upper levels of the atmosphere, expanding upper ridge over our vicinity today. That's going to keep those very, very warm temperatures around, friends. Going to be making a run at the possibility of record highs between the low and mid 70s this afternoon. Then as we continue to progress throughout this week, we're going to have this little low that's going to get cut off down here to our south. But once we get into our Tuesday, we're going to see that weak cold front come through, maybe some light rain chances. This peeling upper disturbance to our south might keep an isolated shower or two around. But then as we work into our Thursday and into our Friday, we can see the trough digging down to our west. That's going to be in response to that vigorous cold front that will plow west to east through here as the low pressure peels off to our north and east. Then that trough's going to dig down in here. That's going to be bringing us much colder conditions for that upcoming weekend. Here's a look at how the precipitation looks over the next day or two. We should be dry as a bone throughout this first day of the work week. But then as we get into our Tuesday with that weak cold front coming in, you can see scattered light rain showers arriving as early as 6 to 9 a.m. Tuesday morning, hanging around throughout the day, and then we look to dry out as we get into the early morning hours of our Wednesday. But again, that's not what our focus is on. Our focus is on what's going to be occurring as we work throughout the final day of the work week. We have this area of low pressure that's going to work north and east across northern Missouri and toward the Great Lakes. As that does so, it's going to be bringing that cold front through here. You can see some very light returns, but this model is 4 days out, 5 days out. Really don't want to take too much account into that. But you can see kind of blowing up there along the cold front and working off to our east. Now looking at the wind fields, whenever that area of low pressure brings that cold front through here, low level jet is really going to be cranking up out there. What does that tell us? Well, we're looking at the possibility of a damaging wind threat right now with this particular system moving through here as we get into the latter part of our Friday afternoon and into our Friday evening. Now it's worth noting the Storm Prediction Center has already included all of south central Kentucky and a 15% probability of experiencing severe weather within 25 miles of us for Friday. So it's rather significant for them to point something out this far in advance. But again, with the current setup and what we're looking at, can't iron out exact details. It's kind of like, you know, you're trying to cook a recipe. You've got the cookware and the utensils to do it, but you don't exactly know what ingredients you have to work with just yet. That's kind of the same thing that we're dealing with here. But with that being said, here's a look at your next 5 days, 6 days, courtesy of Cheetah Clean Auto Wash. President's Day today, partly to mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s. With cloud cover increasing tonight, that's only going to let lows tumble down to the lower 50s. We'll be back up into the upper 60s with scattered rain chances on Tuesday. Should dry out to an extent on Wednesday and Thursday, but highs are going to hang right there in the lower 70s. And then likely shower and storm chances return with that passing cold front Friday. Highs are still going to be in the lower 70s. But check out Saturday. High pressure moves in behind that cold front, going to be resulting in much colder temperatures with winds out of the north, holding highs to the mid-50s. That's going to wrap up this Monday morning Whether or Not Bowling Green video update. If you got any questions about that forecast, feel free to leave them in the comments. But outside of that, be sure and dress for the warmth today, friends. We'll be in the 70s underneath rays of sunshine. Enjoy the outdoors.